Happy holidays, everyone. Today we have a different type of video for you guys. I wanted to do something new, and I also ran out of tennis match content, so here we are going to do something that I've been putting off for a while, and I'm a little bit scared to do. We are going to be going through my credit card history this past year and seeing how much money I spent on tennis as well as YouTube. Hopefully I could use this video as a tax write-off. Okay, so I have my computer here. We're going to just go over the expenses. So if you guys have watched any of my videos at all, you guys will know I am far from a professional tennis player. I just play tennis for fun, and nowadays I play tennis quite a bit. So tennis has taken over my life this past year. I went from being a gym bro, not playing tennis at all, to playing tennis a couple times a week, to join a USTA team, to nowadays I am playing tennis almost every day I can. And during the times where I'm not working hard at my job, I am either playing tennis or I'm editing content for YouTube. So I have been spending a bunch of money this past year. And tennis can be a pretty expensive sport. It doesn't have to be. So if you're new to tennis, you could definitely get away with spending pretty little amount of money. All you pretty much need to play tennis is just a racket, some balls, a court, and friends, which that might be a little bit hard to come by. Or a wall. I think those are pretty good as well. So this is coming from a perspective of an amateur tennis player that is just a tiny bit addicted to tennis. We're going to start with the essentials first, which includes racket, balls, shoes, apparel, and anything you actually need to play tennis, as well as like other accessories that aren't as necessary. And we'll also include other fees such as tournaments, leagues, coaches, other services, and yeah. Let's get right into it. Alrighty, so let's start with rackets. Alright, so rackets are pretty important. You kind of need them to play tennis. You don't need to spend a lot of money on rackets. Honestly, one lasts you pretty long. But this year, I went a tiny bit crazy buying new rackets. I ended up with 7 new rackets this year. So let me just tell you the quick story behind why I bought 7 rackets. So I've been using a Pure Strike all the way since middle school, and then I saw some on sale, so I bought the Pure Strike Tour, which is like a heavier version of the Pure Strike, and I had those for like a month, and I decided that they were a tiny bit too heavy. I ended up buying 2 Pure Strike Tours, and now they're just collecting dust in my closet. Might sell them, might give them away. So here I have the 4 rackets that I am currently using right now. They're all Headspeed Pros, and the 4th one is right here. So I have the 2024 version right here, the normal one. Here is the all black 2024 version, and then I have 2 more, which is just the 2023 all black version. I think they play pretty similarly. They're pretty much exactly the same racket, just different skins, I guess. And I have one more racket which I bought earlier, which was the V-Core 100. I have never used it a single time. I just thought it looked really cool. So I got it from Japan. It was the cream color. I don't know if I'm ever gonna use it, but yeah, it's just also in my closet back in SF. So yeah, so you might be wondering, Kevin, why do you have so many rackets? Don't you have enough already? And my answer is no. And let me show you why. So this chart here shows the correlation between how good you are at tennis versus how many rackets you have. As you guys can see, the more rackets you have, the better you are at tennis. This is scientifically backed, by the way. So pretty much what this is saying is, if you ever have a bad session at tennis, you ever double fault an entire game, or if you ever just feel like you're bad at tennis, all you gotta do is just get another racket, and then all your problems will be solved. Because as everyone knows, it's never your fault, it's your racket's fault. Let's talk about strings. So strings are pretty important. If you have been playing tennis for a long time or just play tennis a lot, you probably break strings pretty often. I pretty much break a string every week or so when I play a lot. Sometimes more. Most companies around the Bay Area will charge you over 30 bucks to restring a racket, so I just have a bunch of friends that I go to that charges me much less. On average, it's been about $15. Anyways, just looking through my Venmo transactions, I've spent about $415 just through labor, and then also the strings itself costs money. So I bought 3 reels of strings this year. They were $120 each. I've gone through about 2.5 of them, and plus, like, occasionally I will buy strings like 1 at a time. So the price I spent on those is right here. Even though it could be worth it in the long term, I haven't really spent that much time trying to learn how to string my own rackets. I don't really think I have the attention span to do so. Check out my Pokemon card collection that I just started collecting again. Here are some of my favorite cards that I've got so far. We have some shiny versions of the cards. I have this rainbow card right here. Yeah, since I can't play poker in California, I've found other ways to gamble. Where were we? So in all seriousness, rackets, strings, They can help you with your game, but it is actually up to you to improve yourself. It just depends on how much you're practicing, how much you're playing, whether you have a coach or not. I don't have a coach at the moment. Maybe next year I will. We'll see. And also, I have my YouTube comments as my coach. And one thing that I have been using to improve in tennis has been swing vision. What's helped me improve a lot recently is just recording myself and kind of looking back on the footage. And since I'm doing YouTube, I am forced to look at my videos for hours a day when I edit. So it was a pretty big wake-up call when I first saw myself play tennis on a recording. I think a lot of times people tend to think they look a lot better than they do, and then when they see themselves play, they'll start noticing like small mistakes that you don't really feel when you're just playing tennis. So I've been using Swing Vision to record my matches, my hitting sessions, and my practices. So if you guys do want a discount on a yearly subscription, I do have a link down below, and I'll probably put something on the screen here. So if you use my referral link, you not only get a discount, you also get a free swing stick that comes along with it. It's worth $100, so you're pretty much getting it for free. It's pretty necessary if you're trying to record some tennis content. I found that tripods are pretty limited and you can only adjust it to a certain height. So the angle you get isn't always the best, and sometimes it takes up court space. You'll run into it. So the swing stick is pretty lightweight, and you could just, hook it onto a fence and you can record yourself. So link in the description below if you guys want to try out Swing Vision. Yeah, anyways, let's get back to the rest of the video. Alright, so let's talk about accessories, clothes, shoes. Most of these are not very essential. Like you can wear anything to play tennis. You can wear nothing to play tennis. I've seen some pretty crazy outfits like jeans on court, and also this guy. Definitely did not need any clothes for this year. Honestly, I probably could have just never bought clothes after middle school because I stopped growing. But unfortunately for my bank account, I like to indulge in retail therapy sometimes. So let's go over what I spent. So here are the stuff I bought, I guess specifically for tennis. I don't have the clothes with me at the moment, but I'm just gonna show them on the screen. So I bought this shirt, this shirt, this shirt, a bunch of shorts, a hoodie, and yeah, I don't know why I keep going to Lululemon. Like the quality cannot be that good for the price. All right, let's go over the other stuff. So I got some athletic tape. So I got some athletic tape for cuts and blisters. I got a bunch of overgrips, a bunch of arm sleeves, headbands. So I already have a big tennis bag, but I decided to get this one because it's from Roger Federer. And speaking of which, I bought a bunch of Roger Federer merch, like hats, shirts. The hats don't fit my head, like my head's too big, so they're just like collecting dust in my closet as well. All right, so let's talk about something that's actually important for tennis, which is shoes. Tennis shoes are pretty essential for any racket sport, because I think if I try to play tennis with any other shoes, I might roll an ankle. I'm actually on my 5th pair of shoes this year. I go through shoes pretty slowly compared to a lot of other tennis players. I don't know how to slide on hard court, and once I learn how to slide that, I'm gonna start tearing through them, or I just tear a muscle and that's the end of my channel. But it will be worth it because I'm gonna look really cool. Anyways, so 4 of my shoes were Asics. I think I got 1 Court FF, 2 Solution Speeds, and then 1 Gel Resolution. And the other shoe was just the On Roger Pro 2. And I've been wearing it in a bunch of my videos, but I don't really like how it fits. I just wear it because I think it looks cool. But they really do hurt my feet a lot, so I stopped wearing them. Alright, let's talk about balls. Now, this has always been a bit crazy to me. Balls should not be this expensive. 1 can of those Wilson US Open balls will run you up to $5 a can. And yeah, that is kind of crazy. So what I do is I go to Costco, I get myself 60 balls for $45, which is still pretty expensive in my opinion, but a lot cheaper. But yeah, I'm not cheap or anything. I just don't want to spend $5 for 1 can of balls. Those balls are like almost 3 times cheaper than a case of Wilson US Opens, which I actually did get 1 case. So overall, in terms of balls, this is how much I spent. And if you guys are a tennis ball company and you guys want to sponsor me, please. Alright, let's talk about fees associated with tennis. So most parks are free to play. It's first come, first serve. There is a 1-hour rule, but no one follows that. So just based on court fees, I've spent about $120. It's only typically a couple bucks an hour, but it definitely adds up. For league fees, USTA charges $45 for a yearly membership and $33 per team. So I register for 5 teams, that's about $165. And for tournaments, I only register for 1 tournament that I had to drop out, but it was $100 for singles and doubles. I did sign up for 1 tournament at the end of 2024, so I'm about to play that in a couple days. I did get into the draw this time, so hopefully if I don't lose in the first round, you guys will see that on the channel soon. I did my first UTR Flex League. Feel free to check out the videos. There were some pretty good matches and some not so good matches. It was $42 to participate, and Honestly, I think I do have a shot of winning. It just all depends on the final match I play. So if that goes well, then I might get a couple $100 for winning the Flex League, which is pretty good. So let's quickly add up how much money I spent on tennis this year. Drum roll, please. And boom. This is how much I spent. Honestly, it's not terrible. I think I could have spent a lot more. So I needed some equipment in order to record and also edit videos. So my editing software was about $100. My and also I bought 2 microphones. They were about $120 total. I got a new iPhone 16 and I got a lot more storage, so that was about 1,500. So overall, I did spend quite a bit of money on YouTube. But recently, I did get monetized, and this is how much money I have made on YouTube so far. Please subscribe so I don't go broke. If you guys are a tennis player or if you guys play any other sports, let me know how much you guys spend down in the comments below. But yeah, that's it. Please subscribe so I don't go broke. Oh, and also we hit 1,000 subscribers recently, which is amazing. I will be doing something to celebrate it later on once I get home. Thank you guys all for the support in the past couple of months. Honestly, this has been a great experience. I'm having a lot of fun doing videos, meeting people, and the tennis community is just great. So hopefully I will get to meet more people in the tennis community later on. I want to do some collabs or just, play more people. And I'm also very, very happy and very appreciative for the support I have been getting from you guys. So yeah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. Happy holidays, and I will see you guys in the next video.